Hi viewers, let us see the region of convergence in Laplace transform representation of a signal in this video. Laplace transform of any time domain signal or any time domain representation is represented as x of s, as you all know. X of s denoted as x of s. X of s is obtained from x of t by taking the product x of t into e power minus st and integrating the result from minus infinity to plus infinity. Values of s for which the integral minus infinity to plus infinity x of t into e power minus st dt converges, exist with some finite value is called in the name of region of convergence, ROC of x of s. Let us see different types of signals and their regions of convergence. For this case, let me take the first case as right-sided signal, or let me call this as causal signal. Causal signal. Let me assume that the x of t is equal to e power minus at into u of t, where a is greater than 0. The same representation can be mathematically fine-tuned as x of t is equal to e power minus t only for the values of t greater than or equal to 0. So Laplace transform of this x of t is actually given by x of s, denoted as x of s, which is obtained by taking the integration from minus infinity to plus infinity x of t into e power minus st dt, as you all know. But in this case, x of t is e power minus at u of t, and you know that e power minus at u of t is true only for positive values of t. So from 0 to infinity, e power minus at, e power minus st dt. E power minus at is already available in the formula. Dt is also already available in the formula. Only thing is x of t is replaced by e power minus at. When we combine all those e power terms, this will become 0 to infinity e power minus of s plus a into t dt. Right? All those e terms are combined. So this can be very well represented as e power minus of s plus a into t divided by minus of s plus a, where the lower limit for t is 0 and upper limit is infinity. When we substitute upper and lower limit into this expression, this will be modified as e power minus of, as you all know, s is equal to sigma plus j omega plus a into infinity divided by minus of s plus a minus the lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit. So e power 0 divided by minus of s plus a, upper limit minus lower limit. Limits are substituted. Just look into this expression. There are two real quantities and one imaginary component multiplied by infinity. Before we declare that it is infinite, I just want to make some more analysis on it. X of s is equal to e power minus of s plus a, or let me put it like this, sigma plus a, all the real components together multiplied by infinity into e power minus j omega into infinity divided by real and imaginary parts are separated, s plus a minus s plus a minus e power 0 is 1 divided by minus of s plus a. You know very clearly that this minus and minus will become plus, isn't it? Minus. So this can be, let I just take a temporary variable k is equal to sigma plus a, and this can also be very well written as sigma minus of minus a when k, or let me say sigma, is greater than minus a. K is equal to sigma minus of minus a. When this sigma value is greater than this quantity, definitely k will become a positive quantity, right? Therefore e power minus of k into infinity, that is e power minus of sigma plus a into infinity, right? Let me introduce the variable in a different format. E power minus of sigma plus a into infinity, right, is replaced by k, and it is actually sigma plus a into infinity. If k is a positive number, the entire expression e power minus k into infinity, e power minus k into infinity will also become e power, because it is a positive quantity, isn't it? The result will be e power minus infinity. So this value will be equal to 0. Keep this in your mind. We have made an analysis by considering the condition sigma greater than minus a. What will happen if k is less than minus a? So k will be equal to sigma minus of minus a, isn't it? When minus a is larger than sigma, what will happen? Negative quantity will be larger than, right? Negative quantity is larger than the value of, negative quantity is larger than the value of positive quantity. So the k value will be a negative number. If k is negative, e power minus k infinity will become e power plus infinity, isn't it? E power plus infinity, which is equal to infinite. So there are two conditions. What will happen if sigma is greater than minus a? What will happen sigma if it is less than minus a? So I have told you x of s is equal to e power minus e power, positive terms are grouped and multiplied by infinity, e power minus j omega, imaginary part is separated and multiplied by infinity divided by minus of s plus a, plus another factor, upper minus lower limit, in which a sigma plus a is considered to be a quantity k, and I am just decomposing the sigma plus a into sigma minus of minus a. What will happen if sigma is greater than minus a? That is one quantity if it is greater than the other quantity. So we have just made a result analysis. So k is equal to positive quantity. When k is positive, automatically e power minus k infinity will become e power minus infinity, which is equal to 0. What will happen if sigma is less than minus a? Negative term is found to be larger than the positive quantity, so obviously the result will be k is negative number. If k is negative, e power minus k infinity will become e power infinity, so this is equal to infinity. So I have given you some conditions. I'll just add one more point to it. X of s converges, x of s takes finite value where sigma is greater than minus a alone. Only when sigma is greater than minus a, and does not converge for the values of sigma is less than minus a. Therefore I can say the abscissa of convergence is given by abscissa of convergence is given by sigma c, which is equal to minus a. So with respect to this one only, we just classified into two groups: sigma greater than minus a condition, sigma less than minus a condition. There were two conditions devised. So this is called the region of convergence or the boundary of the convergence, right? When if sigma is greater than minus a, what happened? X of s is equal to e power minus k into infinity into e power minus j omega into infinity, right, divided by minus of s plus a plus 1 divided by s plus a. At the time this equation becomes 0. The first term will become 0, e power minus infinity. If it is e power minus infinity, this becomes 0. If this is 0, 0 plus 1 divided by s plus a. You can say the x of s is 1 divided by s plus a. I'll summarize the condition in the next slide. What is the condition? X of t is given e power minus at u of t, or I would specify where a is a positive number, right? I would specify the same signal by another condition. For only for positive values of t, the signal exists. It is a right-handed signal, right-sided signal. So the Laplace transform of this x of t is given by, we made some analysis, applied into the formula, we took some analysis and we found out that only when the sigma value is greater than minus a, I could identify that e power minus sigma plus a into infinity will become e power minus of sigma minus of minus a into infinity becomes e power minus infinity. When it is e power minus infinity, you can say that it is equal to 0. In such case, only this first term will vanish, the second term will become 1 divided by s plus a. So I'll write the region of convergence of x of s for this case is sigma greater than minus a, right? Only for those values this particular x of s will exist, right? For a causal signal, the ROC includes all the points on the S-plane to the right of the abscissa. I'll try to draw this in an abscissa like this. I'll take the region of convergence, I'll plot it in an S-plane. As you all know, along y-axis we used to take j omega, along x-axis, horizontal axis we used to take sigma. Let me mark the condition sigma c is equal to minus a as the boundary of convergence. Let me mark the boundary of convergence as a straight line, and you can notice all the values whichever is available on the right of abscissa are found to be the region of convergence. This is called region of convergence. So ROC of x of s, which will have some values when x of t is e power minus at u of t. You can definitely revisit and you can find out the answer. I'm ready to explain this with one more condition. X of t is equal to e power minus at u of t, which can be written as e power minus at only for positive values of t alone. We found out that the Laplace transform of this signal will be equal to 1 divided by s plus a, provided sigma should be greater than minus a. So ROC of x of s is given as sigma greater than minus a. That should be plotted in the graph sheet. The graph sheet is actually the S-plane, where people used to denote it with the boundary sigma c is greater than sigma c is equal to minus a is the point through which the abscissa of convergence pass through. Obviously this is the portion which is called as ROC of the signal. This is an important result. You have to take it down. It's very, very important. I'll put it in this way. This more particularly A is a positive number. I'll just show with an example. X of t is equal to e power minus 4t u of t will have Laplace transform is equal to, where a is a positive number, isn't it? A is a positive number. It is greater than 0. So x of s will be equal to 1 divided by s plus a, provided ROC is given by sigma is greater than minus 4. Sigma is greater than minus 4. Take the S-plane representation, just marks minus 4 as the point abscissa of convergence, and you can notice all these the points which are lie on the right hand side of this plane is called for which the x of s will exist. Is this okay for you? Thank you.